Hello and welcome to an RC Empire video featuring our Tamiya TT-01. Now since the unboxing video of this TT-01, we haven't really had much of a chance to use it. Especially with a glitchy servo and possibly a speed controller, we have been concentrating on other projects. But we now have an excuse to put this at the front of our projects list, because I've signed up for a Tamiya race series which starts in April and I can't wait. This means a lot more running and action videos, especially with our new transmitter camera mount, which I'll show you how to make in the next video. Now what we have here is a little unpacking of some of the parts we'll be using to get this TT-01 race ready and competitive. And actually there really isn't much to do, because the rules of this race series force the drivers to keep their cars quite low tuned with only a few modifications allowed, which is why we are not using our TT-02 as it's over modified. Now this is great because it makes racing more accessible to people who don't want to fork out on every single mod available to be competitive and have a chance of winning a race. Quickly and very interestingly, something I didn't show in the unboxing video was that this car comes with these cool 3D printed wheel hexes, and I'm no expert, but it looks like they're pretty well made. But for the race, these will have to go because I don't know if they'll deform, wear down or break under track conditions. So let's see what goodies we have, like a bag of sweets. Firstly, we have a couple of these motor tabs, which I realise we won't need for this build anymore. Next, we have these Tamiya metal wheel hexes, part number 53056, which we'll take a look at in a minute and fit to the car. We also have a very good Savox servo, the same servo that we actually used in our TT-02 build, as many of you would have seen, and we'll be doing a quick fitting and testing video of that with the TT-01. Now this is probably the single most expensive part of this build, again due to the race rules keeping the rest of the parts relatively stock, and hopefully, unlike the TT-02, I'm going to try and keep this build at a much lower cost and show that it will still be just as fun. And finally, we have the Powerhouse, the motor that we'll be using for this build. And as you can see, it is a totally stock Tamiya sports tuned motor. And that is because the race series rules limit me to either a stock 540 motor, a sports tuned or torque tuned motor, or HPI Saturn 27 turn motor. All of which, along with a basic brushed speed controller, are relatively inexpensive. And again, this allows people to race an almost off the shelf Tamiya car, which is really good. What you can change is the plastic center shaft to an aluminium one, which we've already got, and the stock shocks to oil-filled ones, which we've already ordered and we'll show you later on in the build. And I do love this Tamiya box with a few specs and graphs on it, which we'll have a look at when we go to fit it. Now quickly, taking a look at these wheel hexes. You get 4 in the pack. As well as a little pack of 4 pins, which I don't think are any different to the ones which come on the car. And they just fit in the wheel like that. They slide over the pin and that's it. They should last for a very long time. And that's it for this quick introduction video of the TT-01 race build. In the next few videos we will be looking at fitting these components, as well as getting some race tyres and tuning everything up. So hopefully we'll be racing very soon. But that's it. Thank you for watching and see you soon.